Hello my sea stars and welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're enjoying my content so far, and I'm sorry that I haven't been posting every day like I said I would. I recently caught a cold, so I'm sorry if I sound a little stuffy right now. Now let's get on to the video. The YouTube art community, once a thriving space where creators discuss art, controversies, and their own experiences, has been through a whirlwind of chaos over the past few years. What was once a niche corner of YouTube has exploded into drama, deceit, and at times outright harassment. Today, we'll be looking at the rise and fall of several key creators, and how these controversies have shaped the state of the community. But first, let me start with explaining what the animation art community is, and a couple of key factors like the animation meme community. What is an animation meme? Animation memes are short animations of a character dancing or sometimes singing along to music with the intent to be spread or repeated by other animators with their own characters. These usually involve simple repetitive motions like head bops or just kind of moving around. The earliest mention of an animation meme came from a Japanese hosting site called Nico Nico Doga back in the mid-2000s. It was called Caramel Dancin'. Its most well-known form came in 2006, however. I tried doing a little bit of research to see what the most popular animation meme was, and aside from getting a shit ton of shorts from those types of channels, I have only really found one that could be considered it. From Rocky Raccoon, it was Neoni Dark Side animation meme featuring Luna from Hell of a Boss. Animation memes were fairly popular back in the 2000s, mostly 2013 to maybe 2019, but they kind of fell off after a while. Today we'll be talking about a few major players in the animation meme community who also coincided with the art community on YouTube. These creators include PK Russell, Nani, Creepshow Art, Hopeless Peaches, Prisonmate Luke, Spoctor, and a couple of other people will also be mentioned in this video but aren't as important as the people that I mentioned earlier. Now, without further ado, please enjoy the video. If you'd like to support me on any other platform, I have my Twitter and Twitch linked below in the description. I don't really stream much on Twitch. I'm hoping to get a bigger audience to do so, but if you would like to follow me before I start streaming a little bit more, mostly my art and maybe playing a bit of Fortnite, then feel free. I will try to stream as often as I can with my VTuber model, but for my YouTube videos, I probably won't be using the model as much. Thank you for watching so far, and let's get on to the video. Part 1. Hopeless Peaches. Hopeless Peaches, also known as Aaron Warhurst, started their YouTube journey on May 17th, 2015. They posted their first video on December 9th, 2018. Aaron's videos consisted of art-related commentary layered over time-lapse footage of his digital art. Over time, he became known for his takes on controversies in the art world, starting with a rant about Holly Brown's tracing controversy. It was videos like "Game Dev Tried to Steal From Me" and commentary on the Kuno controversy that put Peaches on the map. He also worked behind the scenes as an animation assistant for Pantsless Pajamas and collaborated with major creators like Lavender Town and Senior Pillow. However, Peaches' rise wasn't without drama. Things took a dark turn in late 2020 when Creepshow Art, Omnia, and Prisonmate Luke released videos criticizing Peaches. Shannon, also known as Creepshow Art, accused Peaches of suicide baiting, spreading lies about her, and manipulating their mutual friends. Shannon even tweeted in December 2020 accusing Peaches of telling her other creators that Shannon had screamed at her, damaging Shannon's reputation. Peaches, on the other hand, denied these claims and shared that he had attempted suicide on October 23, 2020. Manga Cayman, a close friend, had helped talk Peaches out of it. And when Kamen came forward with this information, Creepshow Art dismissed it, calling Kamen a sexist and doubling down on her accusations. Squirtus and other creators made videos debunking Shannon's claims, and many began to see the backlash against Peaches as overblown. Despite this, the damage was already done, and Peaches' mental health continued to decline under the weight of the accusations. But Peaches didn't stay out of controversy for long. On December 12, 2023, messages were leaked from an underage trans man named Fry, showing that Peaches had pressured them to delete posts accusing another Twitter user of grooming children. Peaches, along with his adoptive father, even attempted to track down the accused user and obtain personal information. This led to massive backlash as people criticized Peaches for his actions, especially since he had vented publicly about the harassment he was receiving without addressing his own behavior. Remember how I mentioned Creepshow Art earlier? Well, she's becoming important now. Let's talk about her. Creepshow Art, also known as Shannon Margaret Campbell, started her YouTube channel on April 4th, 2016, and began posting storytime and commentary videos. Her content would shift to focus primarily on controversial people and pop culture, and by 2020, she was one of the most recognized figures in the YouTube art community. But Shannon wasn't without her own controversies. She was known for making outlandish accusations like calling Jamila Jamil a liar for claiming to have a disability, which led to major criticism for being ableist. Shannon also spread misinformation on multiple occasions. At one instance, she claimed a drag queen was sharing revenge pornography, despite the lack of evidence, and in another, she accused Manga Kamen of being a sexist because he chose not to swear in front of her, a move that came off as both petty and unfounded. Shannon's accusations didn't stop there. She called Hopeless Peaches racist after Peaches had a disagreement with another YouTuber named Omnia, who was a black creator, accusing Peaches of trying to play the innocent white girl card. However, Peaches never brought up race in the argument, making Shannon's claim completely unsubstantiated. Shannon's lies and manipulations reached their peak when she was exposed for anonymously posting on lowcow.farm, a gossip site where she trashed her friends and admitted to stalking and harassing Emily Artful for years. This revelation caused her downfall, and she left the internet in disgrace. To this day, Shannon has never fully addressed these allegations. Part 2. Spoctor. Spoctor, born April 10, 2001, is an American former YouTuber commentator known for his commentary videos on various fandoms and communities. He gained popularity for his take on art and animation memes, as mentioned earlier, as well as humorous takes on drama surrounding other YouTubers. However, his career was not without its own controversies. Spoctor initially launched his YouTube career in late 2015 under the name Spactic Tech, focusing primarily on speed paint videos. By late 2016, he transitioned to producing more critique-driven content, particularly targeting other YouTubers within the art community. This shift helped him amass over 70,000 subscribers by April 2018, but his approach was often criticized for being unconstructive. One of the most significant turning points in Spoctor's career came in 2018 when he faced a wave of backlash due to a false accusation scandal. Although the details surrounding this scandal are murky, as I couldn't really figure out what it was, it led to a substantial loss of subscribers and even damaged his reputation in the community. After the scandal was debunked, Spoctor made attempts to recalibrate his content and regain an audience he had lost. He started to produce videos unrelated to drama, but often found himself embroiled in discussions about the very controversies he sought to distance himself from. His frequent back and forth on these issues made him a polarizing figure within the commentary community. On April 10th, 2023, Leo Convoy uploaded a video titled "The Darkness Behind the User Spoctor Tech," a video of which I will link in the description below. The video showed Spoctor in a Discord call with the names Junkie and Fed Ghost, admitting to asking a 13-year-old girl for nudes while he was 16 at the time. The nudes were contained in a hard drive that he kept for a period of time while during the relationship, until he ended up wiping and crushing it back in 2019 once he was past the age of adulthood. He had also compared his adopted sister to his partner because both of them were the exact same age at the time when he dated her. He felt relieved because he had good relations with his sister after his young girlfriend broke up with him. In October 2023, Spoctor made a return to YouTube with a video unrelated to his past controversies. However, the comeback was met with mixed reactions. Many viewers were skeptical of his intentions, questioning whether he had truly changed or was simply seeking attention again. Spoctor's coy remarks in the comment section only fueled speculation, leading to a divisive reception amongst his fans and critics alike. Despite his comeback, Spoctor began deleting several videos from his channel, leaving only 10 available at one point. His subscribers wondered if he was attempting to erase his past or if he was simply disillusioned with the platform. His channel was eventually deleted in April 2024, but his Patreon account somehow remains active. The commentary community had a lot of different reactions to why Spoctor may have disappeared. Some former fans expressed disappointment, feeling let down by his actions, while others defended him, believing he was unfairly targeted by detractors. What are you guys' thoughts on the matter? Do you think he was unfairly kicked off the platform for something he had no control over, or do you fully believe that he was conscious of his actions and should take full responsibility for what he had done? Let me know in the comment section below. Section number 3. Solar Sands. An American YouTuber became well known for his insightful commentary on art-related media and internet art cultures. His unique approach to reviewing and critiquing popular art websites like DeviantArt helped him carve out a niche, attracting a dedicated audience. However, his content hasn't been without controversy, as his critiques sometimes walk the fine line between constructive criticism and harsh judgment, or just straight-up bullying. The cornerstone of Solar Sand's rise to popularity was his Browsing DeviantArt series. In this series, Solar reviewed and critiqued various art pieces submitted on the popular art platform DeviantArt. His critiques often targeted artwork that he found strange or subpar, offering suggestions on how the artist could improve their techniques. This series gained momentum with his video on Undertale fan art, which was among the first to capture attention. However, Solar's unapologetic critiques were met with mixed reactions. While some appreciated his honest and direct approach, others accused him of being unnecessarily harsh or insensitive to newer, less experienced artists. This led to growing complaints from some DeviantArt users, who felt Solar was reviewing their work without their consent and unfairly mocking their art. This backlash prompted Solar to make a key change in his approach, limiting his reviews to art pieces submitted by request to avoid unwanted critiques. A particularly controversial aspect of the Browsing DeviantArt series was Solar's occasional critiques of fetish art. Fetish art, often misunderstood or dismissed by mainstream audiences, became a recurring theme in his content as he reviewed some of the more bizarre or niche examples of this genre. This type of content sparked heated discussions about whether Solar's coverage was constructive or exploitative? Yeah, let's get that. Some felt he was offering valid critiques, while others argued that these videos catered to shock value at the expense of other artists. Another defining feature of Solar Sand's content was the In a Nutshell series. Here, he humorously summarized the plots of popular fandoms, often drawing characters in crude, intentionally low-effort drawings using Microsoft Paint. The first video in this series, focused on Undertale, quickly went viral, garnering millions of views and solidifying the "oh wow" gag that became a running joke on his channel. Though the series was lighthearted and comedic in nature, it was not without its share of criticism. Some viewers felt that Solar's crude approach undermined the original source material he was parroting. Nevertheless, the series' immense popularity led to other creators parroting Solar's videos, marking his significant influence on this genre. As time went on, Solar Sands began to distance himself from the Browsing DeviantArt series, with the last video in the series being uploaded in September 2019. The reasons for this shift were not fully clear, but it likely stemmed from the increasing criticism about his critiques, which some felt were growing stale or repetitive. Solar himself began expressing a desire to move away from reviewing random DeviantArt artworks and looking towards more constructive educational content. Thus started his Art Talk series. It was a direct response to this evolution. Instead of just critiquing, Solar offered more advice on how artists can improve and handle criticism. This content was generally more positively received, though it didn't attract the same viral viewership as his earlier work. In his Art Talk series, Solar took a more thoughtful approach, discussing how artists could refine their craft, taking criticism maturely, and improve their art skills. The sub-series Art Things I Hate delved into common mistakes artists make, with Solar offering constructive ways to overcome them. However, his blunt delivery style occasionally reignited old criticisms, with some viewers arguing that his tough love approach was still too harsh for certain audiences. One of the most debated topics was his stance on the use of bases in digital art. In case you are not aware what a base is, let me explain. Bases are drawings of bodies without clothes and usually without hair, eyes, or other defining features. The original base creator usually allows other artists to use their base within their own drawings. Personally, I do not mind the use of bases within art as long as it's expressly stated that you are using a base. Solar Sands, on the other hand, expressed strong opposition to this practice, sparking disagreements within the art community. While some saw his points as valuable criticism, others felt that he was unnecessarily dismissive of techniques that newer or younger artists use to rely on to learn. Solar Sands is not as bad as the next person I'm about to get into though. Section 4. PK Russell. Real name Parker Russell is a YouTuber known for his comedic and often controversial takes on internet trends, animation memes, and cringe culture. He was active on YouTube from 2013 to 2022 and later resuming in 2023. PK Russell built a reputation for his critique-centered content, including the popular animation meme review series. However, his career has been riddled with controversies, ranging from his feuds with other creators to accusations of mishandling sensitive topics. PK Russell gained popularity through his animation meme review series, where he critiqued animation memes submitted by animators. Each meme was rated based on animation quality, meme relevance, purpose, and artistry, providing a humorous yet critical analysis. To avoid unnecessary hate towards creators, PK only reviewed animations submitted by request, but this didn't fully prevent controversies. Some accused PK Russell of fostering an overly harsh critique environment despite these precautions. His critique style, heavily rooted in cringe culture, became a hallmark of his content, and it also invited a wave of backlash, especially from those who felt his reviews were less about constructive criticism and more about making fun of internet trends. One of PK Russell's most notable controversies was his feud with fellow YouTuber D'Angelo Wallace. D'Angelo released a video critiquing PK Russell's reliance on cringe culture, accusing him of masking mockery as criticism. PK responded with a 56-minute video, much longer than D'Angelo's original 18-minute critique. PK lashed out, acting immaturely and playing the victim card, which only fueled more criticism from D'Angelo and his viewers. D'Angelo later compared PK's behavior to that of Onision, noting how similarly both creators responded to criticism with defensiveness and personal attacks. This feud further damaged PK Russell's reputation, and many saw his response as unnecessarily hostile and immature, solidifying a pattern in his behavior when faced with criticism. PK Russell's review of the Hazbin Hotel pilot, an animated series created by VivziePop, was widely criticized for making exaggerated and, at times, baseless claims about the show. His review was seen as overly harsh, with PK Russell nitpicking minor details and ignoring the context of the series, leading to viewers questioning whether his critique was genuine or simply for shock value. This controversy highlighted PK Russell's tendency to hyperbolize issues to generate reactions. PK also had a role in the original Spoctor drama, and he garnered both praise and criticism for his role in it. When YouTubers Pentagrin and Stories accused Spoctor of inappropriate behavior, PK was one of the first to release a video debunking these allegations. His nearly 2-hour video did a decent job of dismantling the false claims made by Pentagrin and Stories, and it helped clear Spoctor's name. For a time, PK was seen as a voice of reason within the YouTube art community, particularly for exposing misinformation. However, this would not be the last time PK found himself embroiled in drama over serious allegations, as he would later mishandle another controversial situation within the community. One of PK Russell's most damaging controversies included Caro the Wolf. Caro the Wolf, a former popular figure within the furry community, was accused of zoophilia. For those who are unaware, zoophilia is an abnormal sexual attraction to animals or an erotic fixation on animals that can lead to sexual excitement. And in case you didn't know, sex between a human and an animal is illegal in many countries. And also just plain morally wrong. Caro was also accused of animal abuse and pedophilia. There was substantial evidence surfacing against him. Despite the overwhelming evidence, PK Russell released a series of videos defending Caro, parroting Caro's claim that hackers had framed him. His defense was met with widespread backlash, as many believed PK was turning a blind eye to clear and damning evidence. PK Russell's stance on the Caro controversy seriously hurt his credibility, as it painted him as someone who can potentially sympathize with or excuse heinous behavior in the face of overwhelming proof. In a journal made in 2020 made by Ray Kamiya titled "Let's Talk About PK Russell," it sheds more light on the situation. In the journal, Ray states, "PK does not admit when he's wrong, nor does he take responsibility for his actions. PK, dude, it's okay to be wrong. Carol may have been your best friend, but when you're willing to die on a hill defending someone who is guilty of these serious crimes, it causes more logical people to question your Pentagram video and your other videos, not only because they wonder if you are truly sincere about the topics you talk about, but it also causes people to question you as a person. PK, your fans are impressionable young teens, and when you post pictures or videos of yourself in the nude with your balls and asshole out, it's not a good look when more serious allegations crop up against you. And when I do a search of PK Russell drama on YouTube and get a lot of videos talking about PK and his behavior, kinda makes you wonder." PK had also allegations of pedophilia and liking cub art on his Ink Bunny and Furry Affinity accounts. The next person on our list, though not as bad as PK Russell, still has controversy to their name. Section 5. Nani. Ariana, better known as Nani, is a former furry artist, storytime YouTuber, and animator who gained popularity for her art, animation, and commentary on drama within the art community. Born on July 31st, 1997, Nani became known for her series Furry Fusion Friday, and her deep dives into controversial topics involving child grooming, predator accusations, and art community scandals. Though she has since distanced herself from drama-related content, Nani's history on YouTube is marked by multiple controversies and challenges. Nani is perhaps best known for her involvement in exposing child predators like Crystalli, Len Totally, and Hopeless Lucille. She produced multiple videos covering these serious allegations and sought to raise awareness about child grooming issues within the YouTube art community. Her video on Crystalli for Existence brought much needed attention to the case and made Nani a trusted voice in the community when it came to calling out problematic behavior. Crystalli, because of her efforts, has been put in jail. However, covering such topics also put Nani on the crosshairs of online harassment. In her video about Cosmodor, she openly criticized him after confessing to be dating a 15-year-old while being an adult. Nani's outspoken stance on the issue resulted in a wave of hate comments from Cosmodor's fans, who were upset by her public disapproval. Despite the backlash, Nani stood firm in her beliefs and refused to back down on these sensitive topics. Nani also found herself involved in a personal controversy with her former Discord moderator, Nova. Nova was exposed as a child groomer, and the revelation caused significant damage to Nani's online presence, as Nova had been part of her community for a long time. This incident reflected poorly on her moderation team, and although Nani was not directly involved in Nova's actions, the situation raised questions about how well her community was being managed. One of the more niche controversies Nani commented on involved a debate over fellow YouTuber Wolfie Chew's voice. Some users speculated that Wolfie Chew's voice was fake, sparking a series of videos from creators like Kreezon and Socra Turtles discussing whether or not her voice was real or not. Nani entered the discussion by urging people to stop obsessing over the matter and criticizing those who were making it a big deal. Her video aimed to diffuse the situation, but it also opened up her criticism from those who felt that she was defending someone with a fake persona. Like many in the YouTube commentary community, Nani was a fan of Creepshow Art, a YouTuber who built her brand on commentary and drama. Nani admired Creepshow Art, stating that she had changed her life and inspired her to make content. However, when Creepshow Art was exposed for malicious behavior, including doxing and harassment, Nani was faced with the reality that her former idol was not who she seemed. This caused Nani to push away from the drama genre. In 2020, Nani faced accusations of racism due to her refusal to speak out on the Black Lives Matter movement. During a time when many content creators were being urged to express their stance on social issues, Nani chose not to comment, leading to accusations from her audience that she was either indifferent or opposed to the cause. Nani stated that she didn't want to involve herself in political discussions. The backlash was severe, and she was labeled as a racist by some critics. This controversy added to the growing list of reasons why Nani started to step away from drama-based content. Back in the times of animation memes, there was certainly a lot of controversies and dramas between different content creators and channels. Whilst it is much better today, there are still a few controversies that happen via TikTok. Not really much on YouTube unless you count Colleen and Sam Does Art. If you would like me to make a post regarding all the controversies on TikTok when it comes to art drama, feel free to leave a comment below on any that you can think of. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow me on my social medias linked down below. I am also an artist and create adopts and any other commissions that you may want, so if you're looking for art or just simply characters, I've linked my toy house down below. You can be able to get a couple of dops that I have on there and favorite any of my characters. Also, all fan art that I get will go to my toy house, so I very much appreciate that. Thank you guys so much so far for the support. I'm so 500 and I'm so happy for that. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye, my sea stars. Remember to stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time.